student, now we are going to start second part of this Laplace transformation. Second part means second video. In first video you have seen that Laplace transformation of f of t means, actually definition you have seen, e raised to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt, and then also we have found Laplace transformation of 1, that was 1 by s, and Laplace transformation of e raised to 8t, that is what 1 upon s minus a. Okay, this formulae we have derived. Also we have defined the trigonometric, circular as well as hyperbolic function in terms of exponential function. These are important formulae in this topic because we are going to use these formulae in this topic. That is what is the sin theta. Now sin theta means what? E raised to, sin theta means minus, sin theta means e raised to I theta minus e raised to minus I theta upon 2i, and then cos theta equal to what? E raised to I theta plus e raised to minus I theta upon 2 only. From that also we have derived that sin hyperbolic theta, that is a sin hyperbolic theta. If you don't have this, you can note down this. Now sin hyperbolic theta is e raised to remove this I, e raised to theta minus e raised to minus theta upon 2, and cos hyperbolic theta is e raised to theta plus e raised to minus theta upon 2. This formula you have seen or derived. Okay, we have derived the sin theta, means that is a definition of sin and cos. These are the circular function, these are the hyperbolic function, and we have derived Laplace transformation of 1 and Laplace transformation of e raised to 80. Okay, e raised to 80. Now we are going to find Laplace transformation of the sin, cos, sin hyperbolic and cos hyperbolic function. Okay, with the help of this formulae. Okay, any doubt? No. Sin theta, cos theta, sin hyperbolic. But in this Laplace transformation, we are going to use instead of theta, we are going to use 80 means function of t. Okay, function of t. That's why we are finding the Laplace transformation of function of t. Therefore, don't confuse. Now we are going to use instead of theta, we are going to use 80 means sin 80. Sin 80. What will formula? E raised to I 80. Same formula. Instead of theta, I am going to use 80. E raised to I 80 minus e raised to minus I 80 upon 2i. Then cos 80. Formulas are same. Only instead of theta, I am writing 80. A means real number. T is a function of t. That is a cos 80. E raised to I 80 plus e raised to minus I 80 upon 2. Okay, and similarly sin hyperbolic, that is a sin h 80, that will e raised to 80 minus e raised to minus 80 upon 2, and cos hyperbolic, that is a plus e raised to 80 plus e raised to minus 80 upon 2. There is no I in this. Here is I. Keep in mind. Okay, any doubt? If you want, you may write this, note down this formula. Now, again, I am giving one property of this Laplace transformation. Actually, Laplace transformation means it is integration. Okay, integration 0 to infinity. Now, this property is important. Laplace transformation of a into f of t plus, this is called as a linear property. This is called as a linear property. Actually, these are integration b of into g of t. if you want to find Laplace transformation of f of t plus g of t and there are constant in multiplication, then according to this property it will become, take a outside the Laplace transformation, because Laplace transformation means integration, and in integration we can take outside this constant, and now Laplace transformation of f of t means integration of this with e raised to, and b into Laplace transformation of gt. This property is called as a linear property, and that is simple. Why? Because Laplace transformation of this means integration of this with e raised to minus t dt. Okay. Then in integration also we can take outside this constant, and this integration plus take outside this constant, and this integration means in addition, or that is a subtraction, means it may be negative. We can take outside the constant and we can find Laplace transformation of addition or subtraction. Okay. Now we will find Laplace transformation of sin at, cos at. Instead of theta, we are writing t, because in Laplace transformation, a function of t is going to transform into function of s. Okay. Now I want to find Laplace transformation of suppose cos hyperbolic at, one by one. That means now we will use the definition of this cos in terms of exponential form. Why? Because we know Laplace transformation of exponential function, and we are going to use this now, this formula, and for that now write down this cos hyperbolic at in terms of exponential function, means it will be a raised to at plus e raised to minus at upon t. Okay, that is a definition. Now by linear property, 1 by 2 outside Laplace transformation, that's why I have written here linear property. Okay, 1 by 2 outside this side, and Laplace transformation of e raised to at plus Laplace transformation of e raised to minus at. Okay, by linear property, constant into 1 by 2 take outside, means Laplace transformation of this plus Laplace transformation of this. Now you know Laplace transformation of this is 1 upon s minus a, formula is there, and plus Laplace transformation of e raised to minus at, that is 1 upon s minus a, that means it will plus a. Therefore it will 1 by 2 into, now simplify this, s plus a plus s minus a upon this into this, s minus a into s plus a. Okay, that's why it will become a minus a get cancelled, s plus s 2s, and then s square minus a square, 2 will get cancelled, and we get Laplace transformation of cos hyperbolic, that is s upon s square plus s square minus a square. We have derived again one formula. There are few formulae. Formula for one, e raised to at, sin hyperbolic, cos hyperbolic, sin circular, cos circular, and t raised to n. You can solve, and by linear property you can solve many problems only on this formula. Now e raised to at, Laplace transformation of e raised to at is 1 upon s minus a. I have written here, you will get answer. Okay, then later I will summarize this. Now that means you have derived formula for hyperbolic cos. Now we are going to find Laplace transformation of hyperbolic sine. Now what hyperbolic sine? That is sine, or you can say sine ht. Now what is the meaning of sine ht? Meaning means it is a value of sine ht in terms of exponential form, that is e raised to at minus e raised to minus at. In hyperbolic there is no I. Okay, sine means minus, cos means plus, sine means minus, cos means plus. Again take this half outside this Laplace transformation, linear property. Laplace transformation of e raised to at minus Laplace transformation of e raised to minus at. Okay, and now this is e raised to at means 1 upon s minus a minus it will s minus minus a s plus a. Okay, now simplify this. That's what you will get 1 by 2 simplification s plus a minus s minus a upon s plus a into s minus a. Okay, that means s minus a get cancel, a plus a 2a, s plus a s minus a s square minus a square plus minus multiplication 2 will get cancelled, a upon s square minus a square. That is the formula for sine hyperbolic. Okay, now we are going to sine h 80. Sine h 80 we have written it. Okay, now find formula for simple trigonometric means not hyperbolic, circular function, circular trigonometry. Now Laplace transformation of only sine 80, not hyperbolic. Observe here is no h, that means it is simple sine function. Simple means circular, actually this is circular sine. That means L equal to, what is definition now? Sine theta definition is e raised to theta means e raised to 80 minus I e raised to I 80, e raised to I 80 minus e raised to what? Minus I 80. Okay, e raised to I theta minus e raised to minus I theta upon 2i. Any doubt? That is the definition of circular function. I is there in circular. Okay. Now again 1 by 2i, that is a constant. I is imaginary, that is under root of minus 1, you know. Now Laplace transformation of this e raised to I 80 minus Laplace transformation of e raised to minus I 80. Okay. Therefore 1 by 2 I is outside, and now again same e raised to Laplace transformation of 80 means 1 upon s minus a. Now instead of 80, this is I 80 means coefficient of t actually, that is 1 upon s minus what? 8. What is the transformation of e raised to 80? 1 upon s minus a. Here is I, that means s minus I a. 1 upon s minus, okay, this is a minus, okay, minus I 80, s minus minus I, that is a s plus I. Formula. Okay. Therefore, it will be 1 by 2i. Now, what is the Laplace transformation of Laplace transformation I have written. Now, simplify this. S plus I minus s minus I upon s minus IA or plus into s minus I, multiplication only. Okay, now what will get cancelled? S minus s will get cancelled. I plus I, that is 2i. S plus I means s square minus x minus y, x plus y, multiplication x square minus y square, that is I whole square. 2i will get cancelled. S square, it will in denominator, in numerator there a now, and in denominator s square minus I square a square. But what about I square? I is imaginary, I is my under root minus 1, I square is minus 1, that is s square minus minus into a square, and therefore it is a upon s square plus a square. That is a Laplace transformation of sine 80. Now I am going to write directly the Laplace transformation of cos 80. Suppose, keep in mind, for sine it is a, and in numerator as it is circular function, I was there, therefore it is not actually s square minus a square, but s square minus minus a square, that's why s square plus a square. Suppose, note down this if you want, note down this. We have derived a cos hyperbolic, sine hyperbolic. and sine circular. Now suppose you want to find Laplace transformation of cos. Now it will plus. I will not there. Okay, now this is plus. This is plus. I is not there. Same. That's why I will not write. This is the minus. Instead of minus, it will plus. From here, I will write next. Okay, s plus I is not there now. S plus I. Plus sign is there now. Plus sign is there. In sign, there is a minus sign. S plus I and then s minus I. Upon s minus I and s plus I. S minus I into s plus I. Now here I minus I will get cancelled. 1 by 2 s plus s 2s, and again here s square minus IA whole square means I square a square. Therefore 2 to get cancelled. S upon s square minus 1 into a square. I square means minus 1. S square plus a square. That is the problem. Means you have observed in simple trigonometric, in denominator, in both case there is s square plus a square. Why? Because I square is a minus 1. That's why s square plus a square, and there was not I. And in hyperbolic, actually there was a the denominator was s square minus a square. Okay, now I will summarize this. Now you have 6 formulae. Which are these? I am going to write now. With these 6 formulae and one more I will give. You can solve many problems. Very simple topic. That's why I have taken this topic first. Okay, now we are going to summarize. Laplace transformation of sine AT. T is a function of this function. It is a function of t. Okay, sine of AT. Sine means okay. Now in sine, what was there? Just I have derived. In sine, what was there? S. Okay, s upon s square plus a square. In cos, there was a upon s square plus a square. Number 5, Laplace transformation of sine hyperbolic AT. A is any real number, 2t, 3t, 4t like this. Only t is important actually. Okay, in general AT. Sine means s upon or s square minus a square. It is a hyperbolic. And cos hyperbolic, there is a. Keep in 2 points. S is for sine, a is for cos. For simple function, s square plus a square. For hyperbolic function, s square minus a square. These are the 4, and in previous video we have derived these 2. Means in total there are 6 formulae. Okay, now one more formula is important. That is, with the help of that, I will not derive that, but that is a Laplace transformation of t raised to n. We are going to find Laplace transformation of the functions of t. Means therefore I have written all these functions in terms of t, not x. These are the functions of t instead of x. In general, we have habit actually to write in each case that x. Here is a t. Okay, that is n factorial upon s raised to n plus 1. N factorial upon, it will convert into s. Function of t will convert into s. See, one Laplace transform in terms of s. Answers are in terms of s. And we are finding Laplace transformation of the function of t. Means t is converted into function of s. That is important. Okay. Now this will into this. But if n is integer. If n is integer. N factorial means you know what is the meaning of n. What is the 4 factorial? 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Now I am writing here another notation, that is a gamma notation. Gamma of n factorial means gamma of n plus 1 upon s raised to n plus 1. This is the general formula actually. See here. Now meaning is same, but we use factorial notation in terms of only what? In terms of positive integer. But if n is any another number other than positive integer, then use this gamma notation. Now what is the gamma notation? Here I am writing gamma of n plus 1 means n into gamma of n. Write down this notation. Now I am going to explain what is the meaning of gamma. Now suppose you want to find gamma of pi, means n plus 1 is a pi, that is a n, means one less. Now gamma of pi means what? 4 into gamma of 4. Again reduce that. 4 means what? Gamma of 3. N plus 1 is 4. 3 into gamma of 3. Then again 4 into 3 into gamma of 3 is what? Gamma of 3 is what? 2 into gamma of 2. Then again 4 into 3 into 2 into gamma of 2 means 1 into gamma of 1. And gamma of 1 is 1. Therefore it is a 4 factorial. 4, 3, 2, 1. Meaning is same. But we use factorial notation in terms of positive integer. That's why in general write this formula. But these are the same in terms of positive integer. Suppose here is a 5 factorial. That means 5 factorial means 6 gamma 6. Okay. Now here is suppose 2 cube. 2 cube means 3 factorial. That means gamma 4. Any doubt? Just example. Write this formula. Which formula? Gamma of n plus 1 is what? N into gamma of n. Again write gamma of gamma of half. That is a pi. Root pi. Write down this. Note down this in this topic. Gamma of half is root pi. Gamma function beta. It will come as beta and gamma function. Gamma of half is root pi. Okay. Means gamma of 7 means what? Gamma of 7 means 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. And what is the 6 factorial? Again same thing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Meaning is what? Gamma of n plus 1. Meaning is that n factorial. But it is useful only in terms of positive. But suppose there is a gamma of 3 by 2. Now don't use this because factorial notation is used for positive integer only. Okay. Now if this n is a 3 by 2. Now don't use this notation because factorial 3 by 2 is not defined. That's why use this gamma notation. And what is the relation between these? N factorial means gamma n plus 1 for integer. For integer means 4 factorial means gamma 5. 4 factorial means gamma 5. 3 factorial means okay, gamma 4. 3 factorial means gamma 4. These are the notation. Now also you have written one linear property. With the help of this you can solve many problems. Okay. Now note down all these formulae. Number 1, Laplace transformation. Of course here S is a greater than A. I have not written condition, but these are the obvious condition. Not necessary to write, but these are the obvious condition. S is greater than A. Okay. I have not written here. Here also S is mod S is greater than A. Mod S is greater than A because this must be positive. That's why these conditions are given. And here is a t raised to n. T raised to n means what now? N factorial upon s raised to n plus 1. If n is positive integer, and it will be, that means gamma of n plus 1 in terms of any other n. दोघांचा मीनिंग एक आहे. n factorial म्हणजेच gamma n plus 1 for integer. Okay. Any doubt? and linear property you know. Now with the help of this, we are going to find now Laplace transformation. Now problems are simple. Note down this formula. Note down this formula, and here also write down gamma of n plus 1 is n factorial for integer, positive integer, and gamma of half root pi, gamma of 1 is 1. Okay, use this. Note down. Okay, now we are solving this problem. Sin means sin 80. ठीक है. Now if you want to find how we have derived, just I am going to summarize this. Laplace transformation of suppose cos h80. Cos h80 म्हणजे Laplace transformation of e raised to 80 plus e raised to minus 80 upon 2, and if there is a cos I means this, like this we have find e raised to, we have found this e raised to 80 means 1 upon s minus a plus 1 upon this will s plus a, and therefore it will in cos it will s minus a plus means cross multiplication, it will s plus a plus s minus a upon s square minus a square, that is s upon s square minus a square. Okay, any doubt? Means cos means what? S in numerator s, and in sin in numerator a, असेच लिहिलेले असतील ना बघ. ओके, means I am going to write again. Okay, 1 Laplace 1 by s e raised to 80 s minus a, Laplace transformation of cos hyperbolic s upon what? S square minus a square. Hyperbolic means s square minus, sin hyperbolic a. Okay, sin hyperbolic, circular cos h80, cos only 80 a upon s square minus a square, and in sin s, and here is right now sin a upon s square minus a square, and Laplace transformation of t raised to n is a gamma of n plus 1 upon s raised to n plus 1. Write this formula. Okay, now from next video we will solve problem on this. Keep in mind till then. Okay, note down this. Thank you, and now like this video, share if you like, share and subscribe. Bye.